Hey mamas, it's your girl Carrie, and welcome back to another episode of Mom Wife Career Life. Spring is officially in the air, and you know what that means. The windows start opening up again, the sunshine is finally coming back, and suddenly you get that urge to clean everything, or at least I do. You start noticing all those dust bunnies on the baseboards that somehow appeared over the winter, the cobwebs in the corners, the closets just feel too full, the garage somehow looks like it absolutely exploded. And before you know it, you're grabbing trash bags, donation boxes, and wondering how your house actually accumulated so much stuff. And I don't know about you, but I've been feeling that spring refresh energy big time lately. I actually already started tackling some of it. I scheduled a few donation pickups, which I highly recommend. I cleaned out parts of my garage and I filled an entire van worth of stuff that just needed to go. And honestly, I am just getting started. But here's the thing, this time of year can feel really overwhelming for a lot of us working moms. Spring sports are starting up, end of year school events are popping up on the calendar. The weather is finally nice and you actually want to be outside enjoying it instead of scrubbing your house down. So, over the past couple of weeks, I went back through my podcast library and I pulled together some of my favorite episodes on decluttering, organizing, and just simplifying life as a busy mom. And they are the best of the best because sometimes the most helpful thing isn't creating something brand new, it's revisiting the strategies that actually help us reset our homes, our routines, and honestly, our brains. And I don't know about you, but I really need that this time of year. So, over the next couple of weeks on the podcast, we're going to be doing a little spring refresh together. Think of it as your Declutter Your Life series. We're going to be simplifying our homes. We're going to be creating systems that make life easier and get ourselves set up for a calmer, more intentional summer, because that's what I'm looking forward to. And to help you get started with all of that, I want you to grab my spring cleaning checklist. It's in the show notes. It's simple and it's just to help you stay organized and on task. All right, mama, let's kick off our spring refresh. Here's today's throwback episode. Are you feeling overwhelmed trying to juggle all the many hats you wear as a working mom? Do you want more quality time with your family without distraction of work? Time alone to take care of yourself and your needs? Welcome to Mom Wife Career Life. I'm Carrie, a wife, a mom of three, and a recovering perfectionist. In this podcast, I will teach you how to create balance in your life by implementing healthy habits, organizing your home and your schedule, being so intentional with your time and in your relationships, and most importantly, how to start putting your needs first because no one can pour from an empty cup. Grab that second cup of coffee, or if you're anything like me, your third. It's time to dive into today's episode of Mom Wife Career Life. We have so much to keep up with, especially this time of year. Spring sports and activities are in full swing. We're getting towards the end of the school year, so you have all of those events, the dances, you have recitals and parties and graduations and communions. It's like every weekend is booked up with something. And then if you live where you get all 4 seasons, you need to go through the transition of getting your house ready for spring and summer. Your outside went from having a layer of snow to puddles everywhere. And soon you will have that blanket of green that somehow doesn't wash away with the rain. And if you have allergies, this time of year can just be absolutely brutal. Russ has really bad allergies and was actually managing them by going to a chiropractor, which was just absolutely amazing to see that improvement. If you have bad allergies, I highly recommend it. But this time of year, he just knows that he has to stay inside. So the outside stuff really falls on me. Although I do love it, I love planting flowers, attempting to grow vegetables. And I say attempting because I've yet to be successful at it. And just expanding our living space to the outdoors. But as working moms with all the things on our plates this time of year, where do you find time to fit it in? And that brings us to today's episode, how to tackle spring cleaning as a busy working mom. So get out that notebook and that pen and get ready to do a spring refresh on your home quickly and most importantly, efficiently. And we're kicking it off with number 1, time block and set a timer. At this point, you should all be planning out your week. And if you're not, please start. So I want you to allocate a specific amount of time each day or each week for spring cleaning tasks, even to just 15 minutes to a half hour per day can really make a significant difference over time. And you could do larger time blocks on the weekend. I made the spring cleaning checklist and you could just use that to block out times to say what tasks you're going to do every day, every week. And if you do it in little bits every day, you can actually bang out your spring cleaning in no time. Number 2, get yourself a cleaning caddy. If you don't already have one, get yourself one of those cleaning caddies and put all the supplies you need to tackle your spring cleaning. So that way you have everything right in one place. You should have an all-purpose cleaner, a glass cleaner, wipes, microfiber cloths, paper towels if you use them, a small scrub brush, extra garbage bags. If vacuum bags are even still a thing, you can throw them in there too. You want to have everything you need in one easy to grab place. So that way you're not stopping what you're doing to go get something and then getting distracted by something else, because that is the story of my life. And I just want to go through what I use. So I use a multi-purpose cleaner. It simplifies your cleaning routine because you're using a multi-purpose cleaner and it can tackle different kinds of surfaces. So look for products that clean and disinfect in one step, so that way you're saving time. My go-to is actually Thieves Cleaner from Young Living Essential Oil. It comes in a concentrate, so you have to make your own. And you can make it as potent as you want. And I have two different bottles. One is a regular cleaner that's less potent, and then I have another one that's a little stronger that's for more detailed cleaner. Or you can make a simple homemade disinfectant spray that's a half cup white vinegar, a half cup of the Thieves household cleaner, a half a tablespoon of dish soap, and you can throw in a few drops of Thieves essential oil or whatever essential oil you like, and then your house smells nice and fresh. The other thing I use is cleaning wipes. So I keep disinfecting wipes or pre-moistened cleaning wipes on hand for quick and easy cleaning for surfaces like countertops, appliances, bathroom fixtures. They're really convenient for spot cleaning, and they don't really require additional supplies. I'm not big on wipes, and I used to use paper towels, but I'm really trying to get away from wasting so much paper and using microfiber. But I do use the disinfectant wipes to wipe down the counter after I make meals like chicken cutlets, where I probably splattered raw egg or a piece of raw chicken on the counter. And my counters are that granite with the tan and the brown and the black where everything just blends in. I actually play a game with the kids, find a grain of rice on our counter, and it will take them forever to find it because my counter camouflages everything. And I have a love-hate relationship with it because I love that it doesn't look messy, but I have to go down to eye level with my counter to make sure that it's clean, because no matter how much I scrub or wipe it, I always end up missing a spot and I don't realize it until I go down to that level and look at it. We also just got a new fridge because our other fridge died, which is really expensive fridge that was only 10 years old, and we had to replace it with another really expensive fridge. Meanwhile, we have an extra fridge in the basement that's probably 30 years old and probably costs a fraction of what a new fridge costs, and it's still going. But this new fridge always has fingerprints on it and it smudges and it drives me absolutely insane. And my friend told me to buy these wipes to keep it clean, but I can't imagine using that many wipes in a week, especially if they are not environmental friendly. I'm trying to get more sustainable in my house. And I know paper towels are wasteful, but at least the paper is biodegradable. So my point is, use wipes sparingly, but they are great to have around. And especially this time of year with all colds going around, just disinfecting those high touch points like your door handles, your light switches. Highly recommend it. Number 3, focus on the high traffic areas. Prioritize cleaning high traffic areas like your entryways, your kitchen counters, your bathroom surfaces, because these areas tend to accumulate the most dirt and the most grime and will really make the biggest impact when they're cleaned, and especially when you declutter them. My walls in these areas need some tender loving care too. My kids either kick off their shoes by the front door, so the bottom of the walls are all marked up, or they lean on the walls with their grimy hands as they're taking their shoes off. So there's constantly handprints on the walls, so washing down my walls and my door frames is on my list too. And as you're cleaning and decluttering, see if there's anything you can add to the space to keep it more organized, like a paper tray on your counter to keep the random papers in one place, or one of those nice shoe racks that looks like a piece of furniture that just closes up nice. That's on my list to buy to help declutter my entryway. Number 4, declutter as you go. This is a great one. Incorporate decluttering into your cleaning routine by just taking a few minutes to declutter as you move through each room. So as you're walking around or you're looking around, just get rid of some of the items that you no longer need or put them in a designated donation bin or recycling bins. I keep a box under my basement stairs pretty much all the time that I put stuff to donate in. So as I'm cleaning, if I see something that doesn't serve us anymore, then I put it in the box. And I do this with a lot of stuff that the kids bring in, either from school or birthday parties, those little toys that they play with for like a day and then they just sit around. They do not last long in my house. Number 5, invest in time-saving tools. Besides the cleaning caddy, consider investing in time-saving tools like a handheld vacuum for quick pickups or crumbs for pet hair. One of the staples in our house is a mini broom and dustpan set that sits in the corner of our kitchen. I wish I had a better place to put it, but I literally use it multiple times a day. I don't know how our floor gets so much stuff on it, but I'm always sweeping. And it only takes a few minutes to go around and touch up the floors, and it really makes a big difference. And you can get one of those robotic vacuum cleaners that just bounce around the floor. I don't know anyone that has it, so I really can't speak about it, but I'm about anything that can help maintain the house with minimal effort on my part. And if you have one of those robotic vacuum cleaners, I would love to hear if you love it too. So reach out and let me know. Number 6, break tasks into smaller steps. So you're gonna break down larger cleaning tasks into smaller, more manageable steps. For example, instead of tackling the entire kitchen at once, focus on cleaning one appliance or one section of the counter or one cabinet. And I know it's hard to not start and finish a room in one day, but if you break it down by specific tasks or a specific room, it's going to make it a lot easier. Like if you do all the ceiling fans, that's something you could probably do in 15 minutes. We have 4 ceiling fans in our house. So it's just making sure you have all the supplies like the ladder, whatever you are wiping them down with, probably a vacuum. I like to vacuum them first and then wipe them down so that way I don't have the dust going everywhere. And just go room by room and bang it out. And just go room by room and bang it out. Number 7, streamline a laundry routine. I know you feel me on this one, the never ending laundry piles. But honestly, as we get into spring, laundry gets a little lighter because you don't have all the hoodies and the sweatpants. You're moving into shorts and t-shirt weather. And I really can't complain about this because my mom does help us out a lot with the laundry, although I'm trying to get the kids more involved in the laundry because they somehow have more laundry than actually clothes they wear in a week. So I'm hoping by making them help with the laundry that they're actually going to create less of it. But as working moms, you do need a laundry routine because leaving laundry to do it all in one day is way too overwhelming. And if you work from home part of the week, take advantage of that. Throw a load in the morning, switch it out in between meetings. And when you take it out of the dryer, try not to throw it in a basket if you don't have the time to fold it then and there. If you take it out one piece at a time, shake it out, lie it out on the basket, drape it over the sides, then it's not going to wrinkle as much. Then in the evenings, you can get your family to actually help you fold it while you're watching a show and add putting away laundry into the bedtime routines. You're basically simplifying your laundry routine by sorting the clothes as you go and doing smaller, more frequent loads. And this can really prevent laundry from piling up, and it makes your life easier and less of a chore. And I know this really isn't a spring cleaning thing because laundry never goes away, but it's really a pain point to most of us, so I really wanted to add it. Number 8, delegate and divide tasks. Get your family involved in this process. You're going to divide and conquer your list. So you're going to assign age-appropriate chores to your children and partner with your spouse to tackle those larger cleaning projects together. Russ really can't help with cleaning too much, again, because he has terrible allergies, too much dust, and he's out of the count for the rest of the day and pretty much the whole weekend. I don't really give my kids weekly allowance. It's more of when they ask for money, I make them do something to earn it. So last week, the kids were on spring break and I had some paperwork I needed to organize. So I put Kaylee to work on sorting it so I could just file it. And I also told the girls that I wouldn't be buying them another article of clothing until they do a closet clean out challenge. And I'll let you know how that one goes. And I know that I'll have to help them out with it. They share a room, but each have their own closet. So I'm going to have to make them do it on different days, or else 1, their room will look like a complete disaster in the process, and 2, they might end up killing each other. So wish me luck on this one. Number 9, maximize efficiency with zones. So this may sound like laziness, but I think of it more as efficiency. I actually have 2 sets of cleaning supplies. I leave a caddy upstairs in my bathroom that has all my bathroom and bedroom cleaning supplies. And then I have a separate Swiffer upstairs. So that way I have a full set of cleaning supplies upstairs. And then on my first floor are my first floor cleaning supplies and a separate Swiffer. And I only have one vacuum, although I kind of want to add another one and have it upstairs, but I don't really have the room for it. And I don't want to be having to stare at a vacuum outside of a closet. So I don't do that. But the 2 sets of caddies, it just makes it easier for when I want to clean to not have to go up and down the stairs again. I warn that it might sound lazy, but I also have this very odd-shaped house. It's in the shape of an L, and my bedroom and master bathroom are on one end of the L, and then I have to go downstairs to my first floor, and the cleaning caddy is on the other side of the L, so it saves me time. And this all goes back to that whole friction concept with your habits. The more friction you put between you and a task, the less likely you are to accomplish it. I really want to get a second vacuum for my second floor because I definitely don't vacuum as much as I should. We do have hardwood floors everywhere, but the kids' rooms have wall-to-wall area rugs, and we have a large area rug in our room too. And my girls have this really thick head of hair that I am beyond jealous of because I have like 3 strands of hair, but they shed and their hair is just everywhere. So to have 2 vacuums would really make my life easier. So maybe that's something I'll get. But right now, I stick with the one, and I do have to go downstairs to get the vacuum. But having the 2 caddies is a game changer. Number 10, set realistic expectations. Be realistic about what you can accomplish given your time constraints. So I want you to focus on making incremental progress rather than striving for perfection, which I know is so hard for my perfectionist mamas out there, but I really come to love the phrase action over perfection because nothing is ever going to be perfect, especially when it comes to cleaning because it's not a one and done thing. You can only do what you can do in a given time frame. So make a plan on what's most important to you. What rooms bother you the most in your house? What needs the most attention? What will make the biggest impact? And focus your attention there and come up with a plan to maintain it. And that brings us to number 11, maintain it. Maintaining a clean and organized home is really the hardest part. But in order to maintain a clean and tidy house, you're going to need to declutter the space first and come up with a way to organize it so that everything has a home. If everything has a home, then it's a lot easier for your kids to help keep it maintained because you can teach them where things go so that way they know where to put things away. And it all comes down to routines. Get your family into a routine of tidying a room before they leave it because consistency is key. When they leave the living room, get them to put the pillows back where they belong. And we're big blanket people. Tell them to fold the blanket and put it away. After dinner, get them to help put the kitchen back in order. And that is something they can start doing when they're a toddler. Get them to help load the dishwasher, wipe down the counter. They may not do the best job, but it's getting them in the habit of do it. And again, consistency is key. I can't stress this enough. We had the kids doing the entire cleanup after dinner, clearing the table, putting away the food, washing the dishes, wiping down the counter and the table. And then evenings got busy with activities and we reverted back to the adults doing it until we realized that the kids were doing nothing around the house again. And then it's retraining them to help. And you really are doing a disservice to them by doing all the housework. One, because it's just more on your plate. And two, because they need to be able to be self-sufficient. Ashley is going away to college and there will be no mom or granny around to cook her meals, to clean her room, to wash her laundry. These are the life skills that your kids are going to need. So teach them and teach them now. Teach them young. It's my biggest regret as a parent is not making them do more when they're little. And the longer you wait to get them involved, I promise you it's going to be so much harder to get them to do things when they're older. Number 12. Yep, I am saying it. Outsource it if you can. If you have the money, get a reputable company or a local cleaning person to just give you a price to do it all for you. Have them come, show them my spring cleaning list, say you want all this, and you can even add more items to the list if you think I missed something. Or if you want to get it a little more detailed, maybe you let your kids eat on the couch and you want to make sure that they're vacuuming the couch, pulling everything apart, vacuuming underneath it. You could be as specific as you need to be so that way you're happy with the end results. And I've shared that I outsource and then I stopped because I've tried a few different companies and they were great in the beginning, but then they started cutting corners. Like they stopped cleaning the floor where the toilet bowl meets the tiles. And that's probably one of the grossest places in a bathroom. But I'm going to be moving back to getting another cleaning person because I just want the time on my weekends back. Even if I have to clean a little bit after they're done, it still saves me hours of time, which these days is really hard to come by. Well, I hope you found this episode helpful, and remember to grab my spring cleaning checklist. It's in the show notes, and by implementing these easy spring cleaning hacks, you're going to be able to efficiently refresh your home and hopefully maintain a clean and organized home without sacrificing too much of your precious time with your family, because spring and summer is when you can make some of the best memories. And if you have any cleaning tips or products that you'd like to share, head on over to our Facebook community, Work-Life Balance for Working Moms, and tell us all about it. Sending you so much love and light until next time on Mom Life Career Life with Carrie Pat. Before you go, if you found this podcast helpful, I would be so grateful if you would take a minute, go on over to iTunes and leave me a review. If you have other stressed out mamas in your life that you feel this podcast could help, take a screenshot of this episode, post it on your Instagram stories and tag me, and let them know that they are not alone and they can create balance in their life too. If there's a topic you'd like me to cover or you just want to connect, DM me on Instagram at mom.wife.career.life. Or come on over and hang out in our free Facebook community, Work-Life Balance for Working Moms. Sending you so much love and light until next time on Mom Life Career Life with Carrie Pat.